to my kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make perfect meringues. Before you start, you need to switch the oven on to the lowest temperature possible. Just turn the knob until the light just comes on at the lowest possible temperature. I've also prepared my baking sheet with some silicone paper or baking parchment. And I'll use this again and again and again, this piece of paper. Okay, over to making the actual meringues. I've already separated 2 eggs into this bowl and we need a third egg. I'm not very stylish at doing it, I'm not a Jamie Oliver with one hand. Try not to break the yolk. Don't worry if it falls over your fingers. I'm just going to get a real mess of this one. If that happens, don't worry, just drop the yolk into your hand and let the white drop through. And then save that for a later date, perhaps for an omelette. Right, I've got 2 bits of shell in there because I made a complete disaster of it. And the best way to get those out is to use a piece of eggshell because it should stick on. Alright, let's have a go. So here we go. There you go, there's the first piece straight out. Let's go and grab that second piece. Just makes it easier than a spoon. There we go. Okay. Now you can use electric mixer if you want, but I thought I'd show you by hand just in case you haven't got that sort of equipment. And basically, I have got to mix these until they're white. Now if you do get some egg yolk in it, try and get it out, but that protein in the egg white might stop them actually whisking up. If you're not very good at separating eggs, like me, you can perhaps separate them first in a different bowl and then tip them in. And do them one by one in a separate bowl, and then you won't waste it. Right, I'll see you in a moment. Right, the egg whites still aren't ready because they're moving around the bowl. I've been whisking them for quite a while now, my arm's beginning to ache, just to give you a sense of how long it might take. Basically what I want to achieve is to be able to hold the bowl over my head without the egg whites falling out. You can use a metal balloon whisk, it doesn't matter, this one just happens to be a silicone one. So you can still see that they're moving around, so keep going. I'm still going. You can see how white the egg whites have now become. They're still moving around the bowl, let's just keep testing. Am I confident? A couple more whisks, I think. There you go. Stays in the bowl. I'm not going to put it over my head. Okay. In this bowl here, I've got 175 grams of caster sugar. It has to be caster sugar. What I'm going to do is scatter in about half of this. And I'm going to whisk again. You can see it gets quite a shine on it now from having the sugar whisked in. Scatter in the next half of the caster sugar. But this time you're going to fold it in, and for that you have to use a metal spoon. When I fold in, I cut down the middle and turn it, twist the bowl round slightly, cut down the middle and turn it, twist the bowl slightly, cut down, turn. It's a bit like a cement mixer really. If you get little pockets of sugar in the mix, it doesn't really matter, and that will add to that chewiness if you like slightly chewy meringues. You want to try and keep in as much air as possible. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, and now I'm going to spoon them onto my baking sheet. I'll just go and get my baking sheet. If you want to, you can pipe your meringues in, but I just tend to spoon them on. Couple of blobs per meringue, and they end up a nice size, and look quite natural really. Okay, I'm just using a spatula now to get the last of the mixture out. I've done quite big meringues, so I've only got a few on here, 7. But 1/2 of these meringues would do. My children would just eat 1/2 of these, and that would be enough. Okay, I'm going to put those in the oven, and they cook as slowly as possible for about 2.5 to 3 hours. And I'll show you at the end what they should look like when they come out. I'm going to put them low down actually, and there they go. See you in about 2.5 hours. The meringues are getting on. You can see that they've gone slightly golden colour. You should be able to pick them straight off the sheet. I think I'm going to leave these in for a few more minutes. They're still a bit soft on the underside. You should want to hear them sounding hollow. Can you hear that? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn them over, and I'm going to put them in for about another 30 minutes, and then they should be done.